Students will now be allowed to breastfeed in New York City public schools. Yep, that's according to the Department of Education. Girls for Gender Equality, who worked with the DOE on some revisions to the regulations governing pregnant and parenting students in 2018, say these are the first significant changes since 2008. They said, quote, "This is an opportunity for the protections that are afforded to adults in the workplace be extended to the young people who are in school." Under the lactation space provision, school officials shall, quote, "make a reasonable effort to find a lactation space. It must be a sanitary space other than the restroom. It's to be shielded from view and free from intrusion. It should include an electrical outlet, flat surface, and a chair. The student should have access to running water and a refrigerator for storage." A lot to unpack there. Let's bring in tonight's A-plus panel. We're joined by Lisa Durden, social commentator. Great to see you, Lisa.
Hello, how are you?
And Bob Bianchi, former prosecutor, now defense attorney. Good to see you, Bob.
Bill.
I'm going to start with you, Lisa. I think this is a disastrous idea. Probably time we start teaching and helping and coaching and getting kids to a point where children are not having children.
Well, the DOE is not just looking at this for the young ladies who are students, but also any female in the building, whether they're adults, teachers, staff members, or students. Now, unfortunately, if you have a child, what happens is if you're breastfeeding, which is better for your child, you're not worrying about having a high rate of absenteeism, either by the teacher or the student. The student can come to school, they must have a babysitting services at the school, your child is there, you can pump, you can breastfeed, it's great.
Bob, everything Lisa said, it's hard to argue with, sounds all good. I think there's a deeper issue here, that they're codifying something that I think is behavior that we should probably be moving against in society. I think it's a very dangerous trend.
I respectfully don't agree with that, and I'll tell you, and I respect what you're saying, but here's the reason. You're also pro-life.
Absolutely.
Personally. By penalizing these young people, we're basically saying there are consequences to your pregnancy, and I think that would move people towards a pro-choice position as opposed to a pro-life position. Why not give these young women the ability to be able to feed their children?
It's a fair point. I would say it's not that black and white. It's not, abortion if I can't have a place to breastfeed. That said, I see it as, when they talk about gender equality, I think we're missing a bigger picture. Thanks, guys.